So here we have the BMW Z4 on a 61 plate. I'm going to start off firstly by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some of the controls on the inside of it from there. From the outside, first of all, you can of course see that it's a two-door convertible with alloy wheels. I'm going to start off inside the boot space first of all. As we approach the back of the car, you can see that of course we have the roof down at the moment, which means the roof occupies this top section of the boot, giving you the storage space underneath here. This is what it looks like with the roof back up. As you can see, with the roof up, plenty of boot space available to you. To put the roof back down again, you just need to have this cover here in place there, and then the roof is ready to fold back down.
Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through those controls on the inside of it from there. Now that we've done a full circle though, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round.
Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, first of all, we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. On the right-hand side, the rev counter and the oil temperature gauge. In the centre, you can then see the total miles for this car. They're 82,928. You can change information that's displayed directly above that for various bits of trip computer, fuel economy information as well. It'll also show you what gear this car is in that section. It's an automatic, so we, of course, are in park at the moment. Backing out to the steering wheel, we have phone controls, we have stereo controls. The paddle on either side will either change you up or down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox, should you wish to do so. And then into the center, we have the main screen for the car. As you can see, this is a touch screen system, which includes Google Maps, which is a screen we've just gone into. You can access your music options from here as well. And then various option menus down the left-hand side will open up the different music options available to you in this car. You can, of course, pair up your phone. We can move on to the next screen. You can see these menus for yourself. Now, you can use the touchscreen. You don't have to do everything by touchscreen. You can, if you wish to, use this dial just here to operate everything that you see up there, and you can see some buttons surrounding that as well. Below the screen, we have our hazard warning lights, deadlock, so you can lock and unlock the car doors from the outside. Then we have our dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed from here. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in, so on this one, or you can have it, of course, blowing towards your windscreen, and we've got a heated rear screen just there. If you wish to, they're all the manual adjustments I was just making. You can just hit auto, and as you can hear, which I'm going to override now, the car will take full control for you to maintain the temperatures that you've asked for. This button over here is the one that actually turns your air conditioning on and off. Below that, we have our CD player, the main volume for the stereo, and further stereo controls. So for example, you can pair a phone, you can access your onboard computer. You can configure certain settings from here, and then we have an audio menu, as you can see. So your radio, CD player, auxiliary input, USB input. We have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, in front of which we have a driver's heated seat with 3 different heat settings, and the same for the passenger side. This button here opens the roof. This one closes it, and I'm going to come back to that in just a moment. We then, lastly, have buttons for your traction control, which you can turn on and off, and you can change the driving setup of the car as well. So if I press the button to open the roof up, the first thing that will happen is that the windows will go down, and then the roof operation will begin. As you can see, the rear section of glass folds up above the roof, the tailgate will open, and then the entire roof section will fold down into the tailgate area, and it's as quick as that. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at West Horsley Motors. We'd love to hear from you soon.